Welcome back to another episode of Triple Beam Outdoors. This weekend we're headed up to our farm in Kirksville, Missouri. We planted Max's farm last weekend. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave it linked in the description below. This farm that we're going to is in northern Missouri. It's in Kirksville. We've leased it now going on 11 years, and it's where we've killed a lot of great bucks. We just started filming last year, so that's where Landon killed both of his. And I wish we had video of the deer that we've killed in the past, but I'll put some pictures in there just to show you guys the caliber of deer that we've killed up there. And I want to show you guys what makes this property so great and how we got it set up to kill these big deer. And it should be a good time, so tag along. We got the Muddy in the back of the truck. We're going to get it up on a 10-foot platform, and we'll see you guys when we get up there.
Somewhere where the road ends, out there where the creek bends, that's where you can find me. Within fields of gold and cotton rows, a never-ending sky. That take it slow, easy road, man, that's life. Miles and miles of John Deere green, freedom far as I can see. The road to run and room to breathe, it's who I am and I'll always be. Out up in the country, caught up in the country.
Alright, what's up guys? We're on our farm in northern Missouri. This is one of my favorite spots to hunt. We've killed a lot of big deer up here. We got a lot of good deer showing up on camera so far this year. We've got all our food plots in. We put more food in this year than we ever had before. We didn't get a whole lot of video of that because we were crunching on time, but we're about to move some stands. So basically this tornado went through this place. This is what makes it so good. We're in a valley right now. We have our food plots through this valley. We have a creek that kind of runs through here. We got a big hillside on this side, big hillside on this side, and a tornado which came through right in front of us here about 100 yards and expands for the next 300 yards, ripped right across this valley from this hillside to that hillside and goes straight up the hill. And it's nasty. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face in it. And so basically all these deer bed in there. It's like a sanctuary. No one's ever in there. You can't get through there, and these deer really bed in here. So I have a camera right over here on this trail coming out to our food plots. There's a lot of big deer coming in and out of here, and basically these deer might not make it to our food plots till dark, but they're stationing right through here. So it's a perfect place to catch them in daylight, right before they go back to bed or right when they're getting up. And we'll put some camera pictures in here that we've gotten. We got a lot of big deer using this, and it's a great place. So even for the rut, we've seen a lot of big deer in here early bow season. So we're gonna scout it out and pick a tree, and I think this is gonna be a real good place. We got seed in the ground and it's starting to rain, and we couldn't be happier. We just put a stand in, and this is one of 3 food plots that we got, and our property is backed up by like thousands of acres of woods, and basically it all runs down to a point, and at the very end is all crop fields, and there's not much crops up from here. So basically our place just kind of funnels all the deer down into crops and through this valley. This is the first of 3 food plots. We have a bow stand just around the corner here. It's a double set. It's where I killed my buck last year, and there's usually a lot of activity in it, so I couldn't be more excited for it this year. But we're going to get on down the way here. We'll show you the other 2 food plots that we got. They're just right on down the valley here, leading out into to the crop fields. We got a redneck, and we just put a new Muddy bull blind up in the back of it this year, along the creek. We got corn behind it, so ought to be good. This is the last of 3 food plots. We just hung a new double set in here. This food plot gets hit harder than all the others just because it's closest to the crop fields. This pin oak here also hangs real low to the ground, and bucks scrape all the way, almost a full donut around this tree in the rut. So we got this stand right here, real close to this tree. A lot of the deer funnel off this ridge. They bed up off there, come off this ridge. We have just a double man ladder stand over here. It's not ideal. We don't hunt it a lot, but it's for the kids, for the youth. So we're gonna put new mesh around it and just have it ready for them. But it's not one that we personally hunt out of, but it's for the kids. So we're gonna put mesh around it and get on. And we got some shooting lanes and whatnot left to cut. It's still kind of raining, which is good. Wash most of our scent away. We got cameras still to set. We got a lot of stuff to do before we head home. So we're gonna get it all done, and we're gonna have everything done on this farm. And the next time we be here, we'll be hunting. So we got work to do. We're down here now where all our ridges come together and lead to all the crop fields. This is usually a crop field every year, but with the rain this year, the farmer wasn't able to get it in, but he has put it in oats. He's gonna bale it for his cattle. So even though we ain't got corn or beans in here, these oats ought to be really good. There's a lot of clover actually coming up in there too. But we came in here, put a nice plot in here with the redneck. We got the deer. These deer normally funnel off these ridges here. We got soybeans over here and corn over here, and we got a good crossing right here. These deer either funnel off, here's the valley. The deer either funnel off this hillside or funnel off of that hillside. When they funnel off this hillside, they usually will feed around down in here, and our hope is that they're cross right here, well in bow range. We got another stand over there that we set up because the deer a lot of times will come off that hill and work into the corn. We also got a plot over there that we put in this year, so it ought to be good. We got a tricky old wasp nest up on the redneck though, so we're gonna go knock it out. We're gonna see how it goes. It looked like there was about 10 or 12 of them on there. Don't have any wasp spray, but I got a nice handy stick. Looks like there's a bunch of them on there right now. There's like 10 or 12 of them on there right now, actually. Did you see them all come out? Okay. We're in for round two. Got a longer stick this time. I just pissed them off the first time, I believe. There's a bunch of them swarming it, but we're gonna get them out of there. We got the job done that time. Hopefully they won't be back. Stay away from our hunting blind. Alright, now we're over by the other stand. The redneck's just over there where we just knocked down the wasp nest. Luckily, this one don't have any yet because we just put it up this year. But basically, to recap everything, we have a big ridge right here, a big ridge over there, and a valley with a creek that runs up through it with our other food plots. We have crop fields on either end. This is usually crops, but it's not this year. But there is oats and a lot of clover in here. Basically, in the evenings, so the tornado basically went through the crossways through everything, and that's where the deer bed. So basically, in the evenings, these deer funnel through the valley or off these ridges down into these bottoms and feed, and so that allows us to get in here in the evening. We have good access. We have a creek right behind this. And then in the mornings, these deer are still in the crop fields and they funnel back up these ridges. And so we hunt the ridges in the morning, It's kind of like a cycle, just valley in the evening, ridges in the morning, and we've had a lot of success doing that, and hopefully this year we will too. We got everything done. We're about to head home. We just got some cameras to put out and set, and we won't be back till season, so it's coming quick.